Okay, so just a little break there. I just want to let you know. Yeah, it looks like I'm getting a little something in my throat. My wife had a sore throat a few days ago, but I haven't seen her showing any symptoms. But other than she was complaining a few days ago about it, and yeah, now I'm getting some junk in my throat. So I stayed home from church. But excuse my coughing. You can't get you can't get sick from watching a video unless somebody gives you their iPhone and you get the germs on your hand and then you wipe your mouth. All right, so that's a way to do that. Now let's get it interesting because we only have so long, before we have to um, call it an hour. So that's the one, that's the root, and the root can be played in the diatonic. So it'll be, that's what the diatonic is, okay? It's, okay? Now, if I go to the fourth from there, so here's the fourth. That's your E, that's your F in the key of E, right? The key of C. To play off of that F, we could still do just diatonics. We could still do this pattern and play off that F. So if we go, kind of, play up to it. But what's more interesting, and of course, we could do that and start a diatonic on that root and just finish that D shape. Remember, it's a D shape, so we go. Now this is the F string here. So in other words, focusing on that F, we could still use the root C scale diatonic. Okay, but what's better is to just start a scale on, not a scale, but a pentatonic scale on that F. And the reason why we start a pentatonic scale is because we don't want to go into the key of F, which has its own fourth. Unless you want to sound like Bohemian Rhapsody or something like that, where it does a lot of different, things that I don't quite understand. I wish I did understand why they can do what they do and make it sound so good. So, and the same thing with the fifth. We play a pentatonic on the fifth. We don't play the leading tone to the fifth. It becomes the dominant, which is the fourth of the first. Okay, we're not playing like, we're not going to do that. We're going to do, to stay in the mode. Something like that. I'm trying to demonstrate, but I guess it could confuse you. So we're going to go to the fourth now, but look at this. I'm going to do this new trick here. If I take the pattern and I move it up one string, if we move the pattern up one string, we go to the fourth. So right here, if we look at the shape of that pattern here, all right, even though the numbers are the same, sure, we've got the same notes on there. We've got root 2, 3 on the bottom. These are the same numbers as this diagram up here. Root 2, 3, 3 up there, root over there. Just a little check, 4 corners. Root 2, 3, same 3 up here, root over there. We've got the same numbers on the board, but we have a different different pattern that we're playing. We're playing the fourth. So from the E shape, we go to the fourth. Okay. I'm going to do it in major. So the fourth of E is A. Alright, so when we go to the fourth, we go to the A shape there. Alright, so this is essentially an A-shaped long pattern. To make it easier, okay, instead of just saying, okay, I'm going to memorize the A-shaped long pattern, simply move the E pattern up one. And now we're not worried about numbers anymore. We're just worried about move this root 2, 3, 5, 6. We pretend that the fourth is now the root. So we're going to play that same pattern. It's got to be pentatonic now, or we'll go into the key of F. We don't want to go into the key of F, so we stick to pentatonics. So here's the root pentatonic. If we play it off the next string up, it goes to the fourth. Like that. Okay, now what are we going to finish with? What we're going to finish with is the fourth of this shape, essentially this A shape. Okay, because we're going to the fourth is the A-shaped F right here. So here's an E-shaped C, A-shaped F. In your tuning it would be E-shaped E, A-shaped A. Okay, so we have that A shape down here. We're going to be going to the G shape, the next letter in the caged. So we've gone a fourth from E to A, but then we're going to go the next letter in the key of caged. Remember, caged goes C, A, G, E, D. So A goes to G. We're going to finish with a G shape. What's going to be underneath it? Well, what's underneath? That's worth memorizing. What's usually underneath our pattern here, I have this on another chart and I want to show you. Okay, I got it right here. Oh, that's good stuff. So here's our long pattern. This happens to be pentatonic. 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 5, 6. And then right on top of that's going to sit RS4E, which is just A shape going to E shape, skip G shape in the word caged. So it just starts with longer patterns, and then we recognize an A shape pattern. Here's a string shape. We can go right back into the short patterns from there. So that's all the S4E right there, and we got this. Now look at this. We stack this back on top of this. When we moved this pattern up, what was underneath it? It was the D shape. So that's one way that I use, which is kind of cheating because I'm just memorizing, and memorizing is cheating. No, it isn't. Yes, it is. I don't know. So it's a check method. You know a couple of ways to do something. You know the derivation way, the hard way, and then the easy way, the quick way. The quick way is, remember, it's D underneath the S3XL like that when it stacks up. So when we move this pattern, we're essentially, and I'll just take like the first, what, 3? Because if we move this up, we're not going to be hitting the tuning warp, so we're not going to be changing it like that. So we look at the shape right here of these 3 guys right here. Okay, let's just look at the shape here first. We've got 1, 2, and then 1, 2 over here. Okay, I don't know if this is going to work or not, but let's see what happens. Right there, we got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Let's try that again. We got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 there, and then 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2.